So, what is going on for Aries in the 21st and 24th of March 2018? Well, first of all, it is the spring equinox. Love is in the air, and new beginnings have arisen. You can see it with the breaking through of the new sproutlings in the ground that have turned into seeds, turning into flowers. You can see it with the newborn babies that happen this time of year. Uh, for it is the time after the mating season is over for a lot of our young. Colors of all kinds surround you, okay, with the flowers. Okay, different flowers are present at this time and joyous, for they have taken some time to slumber within the ground and to ground themselves and to root, and they are now ready to take on the world. It's a very joyous time for newborns, new beginnings, and dreams. So it is on this occasion, since the dawn of time, Sun Spirit, whose light brings joy, warmth, vitality, and conscious creation, goes to visit the ever-adventurous Queen Twin Aries at the Palace of 1,000 Vernal Blossoms in the Vale of Golden Sea Breeze. This time, he was accompanied, the Sun, by Ceres, the spirit of nurturing, for she'd been working closely with Sun Spirit, as well as the strong and powerful Leo Lion Spirit, sending a message to the people that being the inspiration, focusing on self-love, creativity, and romance would nurture the hearts of those around them, inspiring them to do the same. As Sun and Ceres approached, the palace doors were already opened, and the boar feast set up. In the courtyard, as usual, Aries had already prepped the dinner table with a giant boar she'd slain during a conquest from faraway lands, moments before Sun's arrival. "Welcome, sit," said the impatient, impulsive queen. Queen Aries about skipped all pleasantries and small talk, for in her sights, more important matters materialized. Apparently, her eldest sister, High Queen Adhild Capricordia, set out on a campaign. She needed support in her efforts to administer the communities of mankind. Well aware of it being the time for instincts and fast actions, Capricordia felt the people needed less adventuring and fun and more practical and pragmatic attentions. She wanted to drive the people harder by increasing their discipline and structural energies to ensure the success in their worldly vocations and social status. At her side, Mars, the celestial of war, empowered the people with drive and ambition, motivating their disciplinary tactics for success. Saturn, the celestial father of time, further increased Capricordia's disciplinary strategies by sending his time guardians and spirits of dis-ease to promote worldly rules and law energies. He was also partnered with Juno, the goddess of marriage, who sent the message that finding one's soulmate and or strengthening the bond between soulmates would require a merging of imagination and discipline. Pluto, spirit of the underworld, stepped in as well, sending her shadow priestesses to deepen the truth and meaning behind the career choice and social status of all Aries men and women in the world. And lastly, Lilith, who represents the untamable but divine feminine, uh, stepped in and agreed to involve herself, if only to show that what mankind considers reckless and shameful is as divine and accepted in the eyes of the Great Spirit as any quality accepted by man. Just watch her climb that corporate ladder that all believe to be unimaginable for those who don't conform. As Sun already understood the nature of these passing events, he'd previously enlisted the aid of Mercury and Venus, who, working in conjunction with one another, were empowering the Aries sanctum of sunlight with artistic expression like singing, storytelling, poetry, and even physical communications, such as hand gestures, a loving embrace, and even sensuality and sexuality. As predicted, an inevitable war erupted between the gods. Competition, power struggles, and aggressive negotiations ignited between the sun warriors of Sun Spirit and the fiery soldiers of Mars. The mercurial tricksters and messengers faced off with the Plutonian shadow priestesses, causing even deeper power struggles, emotional pains, thirsts for revenge, sharp tongues, and hurtful word energies to spread out into Middle Earth. Venus also has her hands full, facing off Lilith, divine feminine of love and beauty, standing against divine feminine of shadows and recklessness. Their clashing meant the energies of self-deception, confusion, deceitfulness, and even sexual manipulations would touch the hearts of mankind. This imbalance for certain is out of harmony with the seasons, for, by all accounts, it is Queen Twin Aries' time to rule. Chiron stayed at a distance, and is staying at a distance, and watching the war only to ensure it would not lead to the end of life as we know it. A fight between the gods is very common, you see, and his devotion is to the spiritual and emotional wounds of the Aries people. So his work with Pallas in this, who herself had been working already in the areas of financial activities and material pleasures, granted higher wisdom and the ability to see patterns around what triggers the emotional and spiritual woundings of these fiery natured beings. Access to this knowledge could be the very key to healing such scars for good. Also in the background of it all, Eros, the spirit of desire and eroticism, who's working in Aries' area of networking, friendships, and being in service to others, had been feuding with Psyche, the goddess of the soul, who'd been looking to transform the souls of all by getting them to understand and notice healing needed to happen on a deep emotional level. As it were, Eros did not agree that emotional healing was the answer, that the falling away and clearing of emotions while seeking a higher, more cosmic conscious understanding would do the trick. And hey, why not stir up some erotic fantasies between friends and people Aries members networked with or been in service to? Psyche, on the other hand, believed one cannot find true soul healing at this time by ignoring their emotions. That through allowing those deep, intense feelings to surface, one might gain a greater understanding of themselves and have a better chance at letting go of all that does not serve them, so as to be free of it for good, and or learn how such emotions or feelings could be of use for later trials. As if matters weren't already heavy, Mercury is preparing for a retrograde due the 23rd of March. This is predicted to cause more unsettling between the Queen Aries people, their families, and technologies. However, the youthful, adventurous Queen finds this time of the year a great opportunity for putting down all electronic devices to go dancing, hiking, running, biking, exercising, doing some physical labors, sexual passions, and even more. Queen Aries does not feel threatened by Mercury's backward motions, though she understands her people have a need for external communications and technologies. Her hope is that they find time for communicating with their inner selves and taking actions based on those instincts of inner communications. To further aid the process of the Aries people, the Sun's oracles have prophesied that it would be through understanding the nature of what it means to be a true leader that one would succeed. The Aries tribes will conquer these next few days. Understanding the delicate balance between a leader, one who rules a kingdom, manages a business, a team, a community, and the balance between their subjects, those who follow the lead of a said leader. Remember, you are the leader because you have been an inspiration to your subjects, who admire and adore your independence, your rugged ways, your straightforwardness, and your assertive ways. Yet, you would not be a leader if there was no one in your life to lead. So honor your subjects. Though they look to you to make the final decision, it is wise to remember to listen, to be strategic in your advances. Combine the four elements of mental air with energetic fire, emotional water, and physical earth. Add to that the fifth element of spirit, which is you, and you invoke the needed changes in your areas of career and self-image. The oracles also recognize the struggles of the Aries tribe, noticing a juggling of finances, jobs, bills, their health needs, and other material matters. They prophesize that by being the greater picture, by seeing the greater picture, that the end of the world will not come if you must pay a bill late at this time. And allowing yourself to relax and take some time for yourself will be at your best and most effective. Well, it will help you to be at your best and most effective. And you will find the clarity needed to succeed. Buried beneath the surface, in the darkest parts of your shadow self, lies a fear of success and learning something new. They say perhaps you are afraid you won't have the patience nor the discipline for the time it takes, that maybe you find yourself too sporadic, impulsive, and reckless. Whatever the case, it is crucial you believe in yourself at this time. Even my instinctual, action-oriented Aries are capable of learning new skills. If you look into your past, you will find many times where you've successfully learned something new. In fact, you are where you are because of all the new things you've learned over time in this reality. The oracles have asked the following allies to station themselves in case you are in need of their assistance in working with these certain doubts and fears. Number 1, the beaver spirit animal. Number 2, topaz, a crystal ally. Number 3, Archangel Chamuel. Number 4, the Tridadena from the Celtic pantheon. Number 5, the bachelor button plant spirit. Number 6, the color orange. The main chakra to work on at this time would be your throat chakra, which will help you speak your truth and affirm your desired reality. Should you see the number 8 at any time during your travels through the emotional self, spiritual self, or anywhere in your world, know that number is, at this time, your helping guide to success. Your affirmation for this shadow work is affirmation. I have the focus and determination necessary to master the skills of my chosen path. Now, on a conscious level, it seems taking time for enjoyment with people you consider yourself in close relationship to, good friends, family, and lovers, would truly help you through these trials. This will give you much needed rest, relaxation. Let the emotion of happiness attract more things that make you feel good in your life. The oracles have asked the following light guides to station themselves in case you are in need of their assistance in these doubts and fears. Number 1, the otter, the animal spirits of play. Number 2, ruby as a crystal ally. Number 3, Archangel Haniel. Number 4, Kadlu Huito Ignirtok from the Inuit pantheon. Number 5, hibiscus, plant spirit. Number 6, orange. Seems orange is going to be a holistic color for you in this time, my dear Aries. Now, the main chakra to work on at this time would be your sacral chakra, which will help you with emotional healing, as well as sexual and creative desires. Understand you'll be working on your sacral chakra in conjunction to your throat chakra. So aligning these two chakras will really help you in this time. Should you see the number 3 at any time during your travels through the emotional self, spiritual self, or anywhere in your conscious world, know that number is, at this time, your helping guide to healing. And you'll be seeing the number 3 in conjunction to the number 8. So both of these numbers will really help you, okay, in your success. Now, 3 plus 8 equals 11. So if you see the number 11, understand that this is amplifying your numbers. It is both of your numbers combined. It also, 1 plus 1 equals 2. So if you see the number 2, understand that this number is also amplifying the 3 and the 8 energies combined as well. So be on the lookout for those numbers. And finally, your affirmation for this shadow, for this light work on a conscious level, is joy is in my heart and in my life. So, you have the focus and determination necessary to master the skills of your chosen path, for joy is in your heart and in your